September 2025 reading for your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Cancer, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Cancer, let's take a look. What's going on? Mid-September 2025 for Cancer. All right, starting off with the Sun card. Wow. Leo energy. Could have it in your chart. Dealing with one. Doesn't have to be. The Sun card is a big yes for one in the tarot deck. It is also a card of clarity, happiness, new joyous beginnings. So let's see what else comes out. Currently you have, wow, the 10 of Cups. All right, harmony. Could be an alliance between you and someone else. The challenge is the 5 of Wands. Some sort of conflict, maybe competition, fights. In the foundation, oh my goodness, the 10 of Pentacles. Family, loyalty, long-term wealth. 9 of Cups is in the past. Wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups could also be feeling content with oneself. In a negative sense, it can be someone who is self-indulgent, but we'll see when we clarify. On your mind, you have the 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. And your outcome is the Magician. Wow, what a fantastic read. All right, let's see. What is this Sun card here? Why is that the overall energy for Cancer? The World. The Queen of Pentacles. You know what's so funny is when I was taking out this deck from the box, the card that was on top of the deck was the Queen of Pentacles, but because it's obviously facing downward, this is what I saw, but I knew that it was the Queen of Pentacles, and I was thinking to myself, oh, that's so funny, because usually when I see the Queen of Pentacles, she gives me kind of like a Cancer vibe. So she is Capricorn energy, and 7th right across from Capricorn is Cancer. And she just gives me this vibe of Cancer. And it's funny that it came out right now. And then you have the King of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo energy. I feel like there's a closing of some sort of cycle here. And there is a focus on yourself, how you care for yourself, what you have to do in your everyday life, your sense of security, how that's being attained and whatnot. And then the King of Wands is one who's determined here. So there's a brand new beginning here for you overall. Either something has been made clear. It almost feels like, to me, like something was approved and now you can move forward. That's what it feels like. I'm also going to say the feeling is like, let's say you were studying to get this degree and now you graduated, you got the degree, and now you're allowed to blah, blah, blah. That's what it feels like here. Now, obviously, take that feeling as it resonates. Hey, I'm not sure exactly what the chat says, but I apologize. What is this 10 of Cups for Cancer? The Death card, Scorpio energy, the Queen of Wands now, Aries, Sag, Leo, and the 2 of Cups. I think, okay, whatever this chapter is that closed, I almost feel like this was for your own, I don't want to say your own benefit. That's not the right word. It was a change that was needed for you to either attract this 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, some sort of partnership and alliance, this emotional exchange between you and someone else, or just the concept of relationships in general. Because the Queen of Wands is also confidence. I don't know, whatever this is, maybe a boundary was set, maybe something was pushed away, but it gives the energy of something that lasts. Why is the 5 of Wands the challenge? High Priestess, 5 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Star card at the bottom, Aquarius. 2 5s. So the challenge was a challenge. There could have been a moment of silence, like as if we're saying a prayer for the dearly departed or something. There could have been like a period of not really conversing. Now, the High Priestess could also be just one who's listening to their intuition, very in tune with themselves. 5 of Swords is winning at all costs, mind games. It's also petty energy. And then the 2 of Pentacles is like this juggling thing. So whatever this struggle is, was a struggle. And I feel like with this High Priestess, something was seen clearly. And possibly because someone decided to listen to their intuition, or they stood quiet and observed, listened, as opposed to attacking, defending, etc. I also feel like there's a bit of, let me see what happens. Let me see what happens here. Because this is a little bit on the rocky side. Let me see what happens. Why is, it's almost like I get the feeling of being very aware of what the situation is. You can see it for what it is. But you're also, I almost get the sense of choosing wisely, using some sort of discernment. If you're cross-watching, this could absolutely be you. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? The Empress, 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So this has to do with, for some of you, it could have to do with money, your sense of security and stability, your time, your energy, anything of the 3D realm. So the cards that came out, this is about expansion, investing in growth, investing in oneself for some, and the 6 of Cups, all of these cards, clarifying the card of the foundation, this 10 of Pentacles, just seems so positive. And I don't know, King of Pentacles, like the foundation seems very sweet to me. Like something here is going to grow. Something here is going to work out. And I don't feel like, this almost seems like to me a relationship that maybe looked like it was over, but it's not. Why is the, actually, this, whatever this change is, was necessary for this to grow a different way. It's almost like when you're pruning a plant. What is this 9 of Cups? 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Queen of Cups. I feel like this is, emotionally detaching, making a decision either to walk away, even though the heart is still attached to it. It's very possible that in the past, someone had to make a decision on what is going to be best for one's happiness. For some of you, you could have been dealing with an individual who was self-indulgent, or maybe this is you. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. I feel like the heart was very attached to the person, the situation, whatever, and it was very difficult to detach, although there seems to be an energy of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Not because, oh, I want to be out, I'm completely done, but more of like this inclination of needing to go, like needing to go in a certain direction. I don't even know how to explain it. What is the 6 of Swords on your mind? The Chariot, that's you. 8 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a burden here because there's still this feeling of being stuck, feeling trapped in one's mind, maybe overthinking. There's a bit of a pause. Like, so this Chariot is feeling that impulse to move, to go in a particular direction. And then this 8 of Swords is a bit of feeling stuck. And Ace of Pentacles, it's a new beginning here. So I don't know if, so you have 8 and 6, that's a 2 of Swords. And 2 of Swords is being at a stalemate. So it does make sense. One who feels like they have to do the kind of like this going inward, using one's intuition, trying to make the right decision, or a decision that feels like it's right, because we don't know if it's the right decision, right? We just feel like it is. Ace of Pentacles, some sort of new beginning here, but that's solid. That feels like security. It feels like I can plant this on the ground, and if I water it, it's going to grow. So let's take a look at this Magician. Why is the Magician the outcome for Cancer? Why is the Magician the outcome for Cancer? Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, awareness. 4 of Pentacles. This 4 of Pentacles keeps coming out. 6 of Pentacles. So there's still a little bit of almost like nervousness, shaky kind of feeling, how to balance everything out, how to get everything in order type of thing. Because there's a giving here, though. I don't know what this giving is. You have the 3 of Cups, so this is definitely something that brings in some sort of emotional happiness shared with another individual. 3 of Cups can be about a reconciliation, better times. The Fool and the Devil. Why is that here? Devil is Capricorn energy. The Lovers, Gemini, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's the 2 of Swords at the bottom. And the 8 of Pentacles. There's a choice to focus and working on something that is long lasting, that is stable, that is secure. And I feel like this Devil card, what is this Devil card? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm feeling more, it's like that nervousness, that fear, that whatever it is that's holding you back a little bit. The Ace of Cups. It could be an earth sign. 7 of Cups. It could be somebody from the past, or somebody you have a soulmate connection with, someone who feels secure and stable. There's a bit of I also get like this very strong impulse, maybe obsessive type of energy of wanting trying to figure out how to put it into words. Working together to rebuild something. For some of you, you're going to get some sort of message in regards to work. Again, security, stability, because Pentacles keeps coming out for you. Could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could maybe you have earth in your chart. I don't know. Maybe somebody puts in some sort of consistent effort or proof that they're stepping up, that they're committed. What is this that's showing up? Somebody has a little bit of fears here too. Their heart is in it, but at the same time not. They could appear cold. And they're keeping their feelings to themselves. Maybe not doing anything. Okay. Well, what about this? This is the Three of Cups coming out again. Some sort of commitment or contract or something like this. Maybe even a work environment. I don't know. Ten of Swords. Ended or caused some sort of suffering. Waiting to hear from someone. Oh, you'll hear it. If you're waiting to hear from someone, an apology and I love you and whatever it is, that's coming towards you. Either way, I feel like this Magician here is you, I don't want to use the cliche words of manifesting your own life, and you know, you're using the tools that you have to create this new beginning, but that's basically what it is here. And something shifts. Something shifts here because of that. You're leaving something with that Six of Swords on your mind, leaving something behind. I'm not dealing with whatever this is, pettiness, or things that I don't trust, or people. Let's take out 2 oracle cards for advice and clarity for you. What is the advice / clarity for Cancer for mid-September 2025? Either way, I feel like such good vibes off of this reading. It almost feels empowering. Okay. You have facade and acceptance. So facade says,